It's September 22nd, 2009, and we're at the Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C., where the U.S. Postal Service unveiled justices of the Supreme Court of the United States, a pane of 4 stamps honoring the contributions of Associate Justices Joseph Story, Louis D. Brandeis, Felix Frankfurter, and William J. Brennan Jr. This first day of issue ceremony made history since it is the first media event ever held in the Supreme Court building. In attendance for the dedication were Chief Justice of the United States John G. Roberts, Postmaster General John Potter, Washington, D.C. Postmaster Yverne Pat Moore, and U.S. Postal Service Board of Governors member Thurgood Marshall Jr.
Now it gives me extreme pleasure to introduce the 17th and current Chief Justice of the United States, John G. Roberts.
The 4 distinguished Associate Justices portrayed on the stamps issued today, Joseph Story, Justices Brandeis, Frankfurter, and Brennan, each served during a distinct period of our nation's history, but they are united in their dedication to defending the Constitution and strengthening the rule of law, and I think each would take great pride in the stamps that the Post Office issues today. So let me repeat my thanks to the Postal Service for enlarging to 13 the number of justices portrayed on the nation's postage stamps. And let me close on a point that Chief Justice Rehnquist surely would have made. 13 down, 98 to go. Thank you.
Postmaster General John Potter, a Bronx native, shared this story about the most recent appointee to the Supreme Court.
It's also a pleasure for me to recognize another distinguished guest, the most recent appointee to the court, a highly regarded jurist, but more importantly, a fellow New Yorker, and a fellow alumnus of Cardinal Spellman High School. And Associate Justice Sonia Sotomayor, was actually my president when I was a junior in high school because she was the president of the student body. So you can kind of say I've always looked up to her.
The dedicating official, Thurgood Marshall Jr., is no stranger to stamp commemorations since his father, former Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall, was honored on a stamp in 2003.
So today we stand in awe of these 4 individuals and of this court and the institutions it represents. As Associate Justices of the United States, they epitomized the body, mind, soul, and heart of the American judicial system. They brought selfless dedication, scholarship, and courage to their work here and throughout their careers. And with that, I will ask the Chief Justice to join me, along with my postal colleagues.
You may purchase new stamps at your local post office, online at usps.com/shop, or by calling 1-800-STAMP-24. Customers have until November 23, 2009 to obtain first day of issue postmarks. Place the Supreme Court Justices' stamps on envelopes addressed to yourself or other recipients into a priority mail envelope and mail it to this address. I'm Kristal Hart reporting from the Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C.